就是跟人家希望都是的。你是头是差不多手呀，是差不多手，Birthday you beginning dress like 7, 8 da you to sa kalacho. Chiya nalze you beginning dress so. He go de stredale, stredano ni yaro. Sanale stredne au. Dene transferes sanale mai paro. Por ello na paz es intereses ni. Por ello así sadune chao. CRND almost sans.
Nechala ne ahustel sana. Good evening, salot ina edlarot. Say hi, say what's up. Then you know Daisy dog out in dot easy the hello do nina taste in nearly sidina zua. Noha sabaral yadu. This evening I'm Bahalyas Tiade Roy Sean Cheecham one more time newly elected councillor the Eliona. Yans Bahalyas Tunati Siganat Daisy, all that good stuff. Selot in a Kian Kawaguchi, I believe. Sharon Yazi, hello. Hi from Dene C. Dene, yeah. Dene C. Dene, yeah. Amelia Cole Katsi, hello. David Sylvester. To do hello, Salah, hello. Ashley D. Outstanding, hello from. So, it's been a while. Kola, it's good to be back here. Must see Cho Salot in it. Hello to Nizi. And Yonse, we're gonna talk Ani Thela. It's been 2 months, 24th, June 24th. So then he see Ganat Daisy will ask him about that. And maybe if you got a couple questions, Yonse, time notes, you can answer that but I know don't you see it transparency that de la dene within their campaign. So don't he wants to get out and dene haldo niha all of his supporters and so I'll bring him in here in a second. Give a couple more shout outs. Debbie Ballette, hello. Crystal Sylvester from Lake Shore of Buffalo River. Hello from Albion Camp. Nate C. Dena Gabin. I will be back. Albion Camp. Albion. I'll be there at 7:30. Good evening from good old LA. Murray, yes. Harvey Blackett, you're doing a good job. Keep up, Nezuma Cho. Daryl Lemeg, hello from LA. Laureen Beaverhoe, go D Nezi. So I don't know what happened, my guess here, but picture Hulaja. I'm not sure. Oh, he's trying to figure it out. But so Albion Cam Nasra, and one of these things, a couple of things that I want probably just want to touch on before the Sean said in the background. Yeah, industrial I know for a long time. Dene Dodinia. See, I was the only one. Or it's later on before till the end. Yeah, Dene Unleja because Makai contract went down then, and then Dene hit you. Dene Abeliet you, but do Camp Nasser. Dene not dia yes in Nasan Gabin Dani Yare Danha you and all that good stuff, eh? So I really enjoy that part. Called Chucky Lele. It's not work. I don't like it. And here we go. Roy Sean Cheecham. Edlanent Roy Sean Cheecham.
Oh, not too bad. It's not Steeler, Willis. None.
Na barlian sånt illa. Så barlian haljas
Hold on.
du.
Yeah, thought I before the election.
Yeah, a few months before. Yes. So Kani newly elected Nabadlant elected Ilya as a councilman.
Election day the honestly I know they see they go Jane la.
Yeah.
So I know they see cops is in and then la videos who campaign and I do then how the lisi need the want to videos they around and the guys too. No need the road is thingy. So then some then I voted jail to it's about voted Joshua health but I want to say that thank you for the support. That's it's like you said all my life not an ideal political family so thought chief in Leo dan tu who ya the to see the sub hold needs in it yeah then you gotta kind of shelter your kids and family or yeah dan tu ya lo see horror see is a koha ho deal so horror da hon ansi they go sheno that he had sisi zasa ho neon dan tu then a hak ada in you dan tu ho til sin nu sal ho ni no so chief alone to holla council me it's lots of stuff to learn then see go Johnny then holla the ins and outs and of being on council anybody in the round holla see I know there see in the IT
Last Gani Thele sworn in och Hilja så last the meetings at Lanute last dane.
Meetings are they official meetings they don't do are they once a month every second Tuesday understanding but then when you out in probably all about 5 to
Yeah.
swearing in on see sign dal then on to see sound to be trying to dilu who then about who in who had haside no need on the holler unless it about how the yeah na the LT there you see I know they're late we gotta move it to another date
Yeah.
so 5 who doesn't listen those tau yeah on deal on the holler
Yeah. Nezu. Gani you didn't election boss. You kind of got to shelter your kids. I know myself. I ran in it too. Then it divided. Nabadlant. To see that while you're in an election. No, and then it's there shouldn't be a divide the way I see it, but Nabadlant. You need just firsthand, and not from the sidelines as a Neta run issue.
yeah the thought are running new 100 who yeah وطلعت ده أنا هقعده وطلعت ده أنا هسيلتي والليلة dan older and see then hornsik all to bald den haldo dilu to hunt is see det then tierne det on la see on snew guard at color hunt to den ha tilde ja til lancer lila so that's the one of the sides behind politics who want to election boss they hunt to a bit dinner house about some tile den tu ala now den bet ala neo kontu den had not he you lisi kontu den but ja den net in de ay
Yeah.
gara no den dan lin in zo hani
Yeah.
ay den ay bagan see honni hat ja tlilu hal you kontu ay elon den zo hani cuz god this is canon den chilu or some other corolla tant den that typhones and in liada deal tant a hun nest deho playing den as deho ons busy Nissan hot the don't ons busy a jala
Yeah.
but to answer your question then why don't do but down see every time election only they want to you're nothing. I
Yeah.
don't know, don't do it policy. But Nezuna, she's about it's and then they got an election but long lowly what's an
Nezu, yes, we should all come together at Nits in Dale. I don't need to take sides for sure. I wanted to point that out, as when you're running day, it takes a toll on you for sure in your own community. So, do that you see out there, I know campaign can I there that you see going no recreation, health, school bus. So going to see it doing just in a couple of months. Then you see what did you push in the first couple of months?
yeah, a campaign, the yin zanon but of course, da has see had the sino a hustle on
Yeah,
yung da nga na de LTC the club ban si confidential to tam ba to conti des an ba was tile
yeah,
but si sang night day then hunk then si go jeno to then ha ho deal then si in and it's a day hoti
yeah,
but si na de LTU si sang dan ti dial si lisi dial si allwn mag net day allwn han nedo ga hon tu na de LTU si sang dial si. So some of the things, yeah, chief and Cuban council meetings. Don't saw but her on very deep. Don't 1 month. Every month ine at his den har baltile. See the yine. So daga is TC. See the yin corsino to then nahi de koda due then azi ya hud zi elu si ulni. The Barcina, the Hadosni are saying that two, the TC. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So that was one of the things that we talked about too. Cook on it and yao. See, the industry, MLTCU orientation, or company, I don't know what see. I see sign a day, about tours and introductions. He board and that. So there's a lot of things si kola huntu ta hon tha hin da or torsi sa ho ni zeno non sa but si sa boards get that igi yeah si sa it takes a lot of time Rob Wello banks na bank account or I dan delu si sign a dal denu si sa it don't 2 months no ni the road so ani sa ni del yeah need Dale had need any. But Ganiboni Sir Halti, once you go Janola. So yeah, na he see it like then I saw housing do see anything how you nan deos really. Yeah, jobs do then I now than to the structure of the band than to then I lagan the young training then then da new dan da northern heads at Dirons, but do if the ala nila jat hadeka a conti siga honu then an ning li hadri dinia to look at all the two structure do then a dance to do their next season is a deal huntu conisi base ha. So he size on Kodri deal huntu then an ingai had a new card of Lisica. Not done cohin line lehe dinia. So we want to do that again. Yeah, na hit a jobs you then they but on postadal they
yeah,
need a worker and health director can't see we had job posted who COVID how long the relation but it's a head day look on to it that then a lot of the that's Zansi. I have advertiser daily had to read these, so we did that, and we will continue to do that. That's
yeah,
things and see who ow and to see had somebody had lay on other different
yeah,
jobs and positions.
yeah,
But we continue to do that. Kont u hodi delu kont u dan dala na had de tiu den membership al de tiu I kont u den I ga he yinde kadule ni dat tiu fon den san fon dastan.
You know, like the whole nation, Clearwater River, it's like a business. You got to run it. Ani dene benedirent is to hold accountable. How are you going to get someone? I know if you bring in a business consultant, know about structure, it's you. Okay, here we go. Are you going to hire a tanta foreman or supervisor that needs encoder within operations? And I'm sure, I mean, you can't just run a chief and council every time someone, that Aussie, but you got to hold people accountable within their job. Don't do you got. How are you going to get that in place?
I restructuring lant a hasanastan. Alumba need daily lo, alumba ganate day. So the number
Yeah.
I restructure and to come to department at a time, health department or housing department, school, and all these other departments and divisions. Divided al you kontu dan then tiala now lide, but the ansi lu, the ans then her in chow kontu a task if it's a big task.
Yeah.
Then hotel in tazan. Just to structure it properly. Yeah, I holes in different places. Kuti dantu net ide kanu denataya sik ala now tantu kontu yeganal the road dena hunka ini yao si nenesh inwi kontu dene ganal khare fresh eye review.
Yeah.
Then different ideas, different see when halning ala different background. So I hal kondinestan. See Daniel, the new car, Danit and the Ahonsan, that's the main and only reason really.
Yeah.
And then to try to make it easier and give some of the workers a break as well. Conte don't too many jobs lined or the halaza, too many jobs the yina funding the yeah don't do funding who tau the formula for funding that do band somebody it's 8 I ile land eki
Mm-hmm.
on reserve then at the end old ha hunt to somebody unclear.
Oh,
So Babu kont u I on reserve then at a net day kont out in old card and our asi government ahazai. So a duel on the good then a kono but then a Henry say card then it then go somebody lilu yaile de the COVID the company that dug out in somebody in clear ho ani see the kani had day land out.
mm-hmm.
So kani boni the land.
Yeah.
So, kada honey, then the hot somebody did it, then see Nilala or Nailola, so you gotta figure it out. So you can't do Dayland right now. Um like we then can't phone it on law, they to Facebook they to the direct this treatment center the hard team had the treatment center, school, ban office, come to the hard team had. And
Yeah.
I said some of that and me and other people included. So the hard yala in school they do the hard team. Well, we tried to do it in a controlled manner. Look at all different avenues, dantu sakui dan delu, then at the thoughts in dala nelu kontu dan daily ha the had so. So bana de yail tu dan go day school treatment center the bana de yail tu bana de yail tu, and we made a plan to open those up.
Yeah.
Center or dar town then they done delu. Ban office to the hard half capacity. We're moving slowly. Yeah, when we get our rhythm and if the see if the hot on on today if the hard hand hello hand then the redo the hard
Yeah.
So it's a lot different than see hold and ban any either don't but honest high see do like
Yeah.
municipality did then sign a dole young to you get dole to municipality day hospital center I thought government division lant I want to yegal new,
Yeah.
school the school division yegal new, want to different places want to denadala na different programs and reserve ban ade want to no ni no neon want
Yeah.
to no that the ele. So there's a lot of things to juggle. And I knew that, and that's fine. I'm used to that. But then you get in it has SHA and net websites or Facebook posts or can't see net go don't that dude ho da ani that dude ku gar he deli long so that numbers go dol kasi in halil talos numbers you
Yeah.
got to really watch that and read between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So
the
a treatment centered Loda Haratia. When is the first intake?
But the hard time, notes in Ahile, I can't really remember the day,
Yeah.
but capacity was in the hard tuned and an in Dale hard Duridinia and actively, open the doors to people vaccinated.
Yeah.
Are vaccinated. We had time. We need to push that. We need to follow that. Good. Then I want to. Then I lean to want to treatment center, but oh, need it. Then it's pretty hard to keep that open. Go
Mm-hmm.
then I think Dale Choilu want to how to read and health guidelines who want to health professionals, but how they want to consulting Kazalant and how do Nyonan to Kadoli, see can buy it health professional date Linolanani.
Yeah.
So want to Hakada that you want to the reports and vaccination rates and all these other things. So to take all those into consideration, kontu then boring the road to see no then that's another problem.
Yeah.
So I apologize. I can't remember the dates exactly when the dates were 16th hour and then I think this week or next week then I done Dela because we had to get everyone back into the swing of things and then Adala now get used to it.
Dr. Dene, what is half capacity? What how many clients or patients are you done daily?
9 is 10. I think there's 9. So again, I don't quote me. I
Half
got
and
my
half.
half and half. Yeah. So
So half women and half men.
yeah, and that's the hope, right? We didn't know Gara then don't around then you yin. Yeah, I done data there in it. Then it doesn't turn out that way, but
Yeah.
um. So it's a cautious approach, around honestly, like I said, our vaccination rates, I felt, than the rest of the provinces, and that's a whole lot of different provinces, against the First Nation vaccination rates versus the non-First Nation or out of First Nation vaccination rates are different. Then on Facebook, no bottom the hill vaccination base day.
Yeah.
So it's harder. It's harder to open up. It's harder to do the things that we want to do. Then as 3 days they into and it's a days they into vaccination rate too than do health professionals. But how they today you can't do the that they are in la they do deals on
Mm-hmm.
cool. I do it netlina. Then I got any then you told then other standard in lay then it's a little bit different, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like I said, that's the best way that we thought we could do it, and we still think that way. The vaccination is just a core. I that he on sick go asli had this proof you asli had this poses flower, and I did that.
Yeah.
So that's 8 days understand and on that, while we're on the vaccination a little bit, cool. See allergies. See, another different. I have to watch that. It's a long story, but that was a main reason si tanto is that tikko hers inu danol the hasidic geno because it directly influences your immune system. So Zach Goro Martinsville and Zach Gorla the kunt asni Vela major hospital konturek Atalohanestano and it wasn't easy, because of that. You don't know what was gonna happen. Yeah, allergic reaction. Yeah, clear. So I hal kola, dan tu seek honest tau, dan tu seek ISTU and talking to, the family and stuff like that. I did it. Sa chorus tau, and you look on my Facebook page and all the stuff that I said, and it's all there. I didn't erase anything. Just a little.
Vaccine Llwynllai Clinic nunt out on Clearwater is it or within the area La Lashuto. Then we need more people vaccinated. I know the decided to do it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna do it because the way the world is going right now, just more mandatory. They're moving towards that so we can get over this. I don't know how long, if it's forever or what, but low next vaccine clinic in the area.
They had one just recently. Yeah, at the event land adelsi hadarit indarit dini. And to get more doses and to make it a more of a formal event. The last doses in Leo and then that the the health department director they do Dilanta. It's just standing in for that position. But we're gonna have one soon. I'm not gonna lie and say a date. They had another one. We're supposed to have. They're supposed to give us information on what that would look like and how many doses we could have. And you have to remember that you could doses the net deeds early they can't do they have to be kept properly and the higher population than one than a year and see they go the last 100 doses but that's 20 or 30 or something like that but can't do then at all you then you don't elu then a had كنت 100 doses den tawal yelo ku bedor ila jare on dela narant ya sai so
Yeah.
I halt in a sen vaccination rates to interest hunt other than an in daily lea so hunt at an atladal diats al inolinistan but
Oh,
we'll get the last of all John the last it's in the whole reserve and tulo see that then an in so that's my opinion but we are planning to do some sort of an event a vaccination bazoo some sort of an incentive soon.
yeah. I'll be there.
Hmm.
Nezu, yeah, vaccine. I know. I mean, Dennis, obviously, social media, but news, everyday news more provinces mandatory, even nurses. I know nurses are being fed up because there's some politics involved in it, but you know, somewhat normal need Dale Hade. I think we should just do it anyways. And I know Ashna I listened to Dene Honier Willie Willett and Hot Ashna there at Kirchasa. And they always say the same thing, eh? Say they're los that, But I think as a younger generation, Suni dahi delon de la. So I think we should do it, and that's what I'm going with. So,
Yeah,
Nezun, good stuff.
but you see, it's a personal choice, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
but then to government who delu that to vaccine passport who going to then see who shade then it's kind of everyone's in a rough spot no one knows the proper way and everyone has their own story and they have seen all the posts on Facebook social media along
Mm-hmm.
so that you see that ubag anas trauen and ikoning danahon to hush chole nasnidian so that's where I'm at with it that's my personal choice
Yeah.
and everyone's personal choice. And do I'm McMurray then adala now then I see Tessa dal then hork a con la then con to buy a few mandatory hal you to you know freedom of speech or personal right and con to see on the so it's a very hard subject to navigate but
Especially as First Nations people. the India Act boss, we're the only group of people that need a number to be identified within government. And Banani Derde, we can compare it to these vaccine passports or whatever, all that stuff, and Kani Ayita McMurrayton Adala Nadinia. I just found out Albion Village or Horizon, they will be pushing for vaccines or rapid testing within on the site.
Like Murray after data every 72 hours. Then a test dal deo on COVID ha. Testing yao koya positive that's the deal the kun net yeah second round.
Yeah.
You're positive many yao isolation on negative any yao die ftila the false positive would the continue yare I na then na ni ha da hin la. But everybody on site is every 72 hours going to Yadaldan. So it's not just here, it's not just being pushed here, right? Obviously, it's being pushed everywhere.
Yeah. Zoom, good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I need any 2 months. I want to say Nezum and watch you. Not unagas tasi Facebook. You're being proactive and you see any news you share with it to try to be transparent. That everybody throws that around at EC election from federal right down to see whatever. And good on you for doing your part and being accountable.
Yeah, and that's see test see how this cine has see. That's the way I want to do things and jala near and yeah I think very deeply.
Mm-hmm.
You know then a hawk auto liu, the then a hot at June, then as the transparency, then a federal, then you have the
Mm-hmm.
Sion Hundu, the Altini. And that I'll keep that all the way through.
Yeah.
Kani Boni, the see Sana, the Altini, Sina.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people call and they don't there's lots of reasons for it. Nade IT, the industry, the companies, I campaign as they hunt one de my IT. At say, then a dollar now hunt to see who say they. After that, a company that but singing only some like Halosi welding or vac trucks or than TC. I held partnership gi delu hunt uno need contracts gane de ha. Haduril ianza at done the 100 q then a company zido tadot zi elo hola. A konto training o then a ha sinon tao konto no own company del siu ayers in dinner but the andal you no then what's in ya workers who membership o konto adala na ha haduriti. I can the so the next couple of days na the LT the connors the ally konto lore the bahal na the LT da hon contracts and clear to different companies how they LT to make opportunities for that to increase cash flow. Some bunny
Yeah.
clear unclear then adala now to it's odd job it's a thing I won't call it.
Yeah.
Then Leo then a consent who Leo to lose the ceremony then or see some power.
Yeah.
I want to work an 8 day, got beyond hunt the IC then I seek is very date they had do as
Mm-hmm.
til hunt to see how but then seek on a taho on so we are doing that.
Yeah.
And we're actively doing that. And in the near future, we're hoping that it develops into opportunity. So
Yeah.
I have a very good feeling. Kan to da ga da lan now don't overest I'll seek ISTU the kono deo as an instant.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing you gotta tell people too that honestly, this is your first time, so I mean, Gani, you talk about restructuring. So there's a lot of restructuring within the nation, and it doesn't happen overnight. And moving forward, I mean, pretty much a long term thing. Don't you see? Yeah, it could be a year or two, and every elected official has got 4 years. So sometimes it takes longer, but good stuff. Connie Sigan out there, just right out of the gates working on that. We got a few more minutes. I want to touch one thing. Their housing boss. A lot of renos on hold. Yeah, don't do another thing to restructure in Nila. Don't do see a boss.
Yeah, so then I saw volume abadan last night I guess TSE. But that was a really big one, Dok not a deal dok yellow see John Hallway na stedo kono flooring yada hint hades didn't know her. So it's everybody.
Yeah.
Cool it's tamba shala, kontu tamba gozi then a kunsenal dio so then I'll the restructure hadel dio torsi danil da don't dan ho lle ya ho da zansi ai te do lle ha kontu si se del ye ke ne de dan du kala dan it dan si. So born Nilo lad sees a bat, sees a don't, their hearse, their dwa, their, it's and I've I got like 3 pages in my book. Then I found nothing. They're they're hearse, they're between two, and some bat I loud on to horn. Then how sell ha. It's there's a lot of things that we're working through that we have to put in place. Restructuring is a big one. That you don't sell money, there is a balance and who sell. Yeah, you want to not a new kabakat you, then it's all you want to restructure had you want to don't say sa during chow, take out the honey, then see what clean out, you can so for neither ring cha. I eat the halat on but don't clear conto as the boy the ahul nide.
Yeah.
That thing I'm deal, the as can know him jow, then I can know jow to you can eat cow in his ide. A conto get journey, then to see elu, conto had do uncontrollable lunt at things is about and doing yeah.
Mm.
So that's a part of that renovations. Ayitila who new housing tiwa yet new housing the senu housing hat the tampa holding tampa do tiu to the holang so hoti.
Yeah.
So a under yelti, who your da ning yao hontu then you're done yao hontu ya had a renovation as the jat halohan the riti.
Yeah.
Kontuont i den ei sig as they had do net he has sail what's all in day next week on in south or do or dan tulo see. So back in the long term plan kontu den ha kontu ya jibrock ya leo but as not need then yo goda kontu dan delu single families who dan tu the home on see. So
Yeah.
it the
Yeah.
yire did the sing hele kontu den so was see kono ya hers in a begin 8 days on the sing because that's the truth
Yeah.
that lambana de ya tisan dan tabana to every single meeting housing line tisan yaza. It's a big problem, big thing that we got to figure out. It's not easy, ko begin 8 then I thought then kontu that's one of the reasons why that we put it on hold.
Yeah. Ne, Zoom, good stuff. Yeah. Dure, don't do how you join me today. Another how you see more of that than I held only at Ozzy.
Yeah. Then as I then phone on that then phone he'll chain and that's fine. Phone nurse tingers in the Elu. Yeah, the Sean McMurray. Yeah, I project manager has thing on to bond a year that's a different story. 15 years like at he and then dala another inu toy pipeline 100 there's a way I BC Alberta kontu then at San Jose Delondi nestan
Mm-hmm.
then at least they had do then a tail or out ho then a doga dala na you're saying sits a date had inu COVID ya halchu ant on the nestan.
Mm-hmm.
So in your last now then as new kontu that projects in Esther say as long as she has a real cur kontu ya has a and it's not easy, kontu then a chaza Esther has seen it.
Yeah.
Loan at gone in that has tlalaja. 5 in the morning ni ya all day ala now jana has tlaho the suitcase is the ni panto jan si says tlaho di dala is tiha contribute the highest tiha the sinia and I'll do it. So that's a little bit of the backstory, you know. Then phone on lari the del turo is cheese no I don't know del Thursday, but I'll call people back. So a halchuan that for a little bit of a background in why that you know maybe they took 2 months to do this, but I will and see the I will talk to people. I will update people with what I can. Meeting usi gana ya tire the horu dana Facebook elaja. Ko dana ha ya tiu kon tu horu dana de yenes ni hati na zoom choila nagka. Confidential lo to band member baza kon tu usi gana de ya tiu dan ha ho dire so ya media the app then no about Clearwater ha just kind of like that one feather. Kont u si ha posting u to kont u dana ha ya tiu kont u si sale dire a yitsan yalje band membership I know thing yat and ne ha Facebook u kont u horn day dana day inja you know then better and nearly low like kono band member that lean day so that's why we said we're gonna make that app so holding what about dance at tattoo but get I need hanondini I deni so that's another thing that's gonna come out to talk to people and to for information sharing. So see, you know, the hadi is tio Facebook not oh as hal yel tio Facebook is the has tio messenger they all land the haya tila then you can't do the hados new and so that's what I'm doing. Then I see get all yane and then hakala jat halo honestan. You know, see that you see how whether elus nilu because people don't really see sanganete, see sanhaya, see they'll see hadariti. So that's a little bit of an explanation to a few of the items.
Yes, Nezu. Yeah, you're Bilal Leo. If you got anything more to add, I'm sure you got a long list. And you see, you know, as time goes on, I mean, I enjoyed this and it and I'm sure Dennis and yeah, okay, that makes sense. Nezu, he's working towards something, and first time, you know, Tha members, he'd lean on a lot, you know, and we both know that. But to see this now, you know, from nothing to Dene Yati to now being able to go on social media within your nation, that's a plus in my book. So Nezu, then you see it. Then you see, I'll leave it to you for that, and here's Mbalalia.
All right. Then you know see I see thunder let's see thunder allow you know totla danaha let's see got the hot in a dokala then a dorin curlu to then a way deal day by it he had nazuna you know then you know tease on the scenes are seen a whole ask right and I'll let you know I personally will let you know then how it was tile phoners tona going on it so then a federal then how then to then a hack other sea dials he will see when day like you said you know another then you know then other corrosi yare questions or some of those other things and we'll list but tabatan I don't shout or then to ya hasi I don't know I don't want it to turn into a question period ja si sana kontu horn as a council that you kontu at the budding and tol understand so kontu it's an years in a dahados needing ha hersi so another day you know we'll see how done thought her on and to ya we'll see but you know ba always new day ba house near da net a deal dan to ya see ha so another day mostly how you know dan to the near fa had you kontu ya ti they do horun to da see direct list they kontu Yao Tilu. But keep that, you know, like I said, then I done two kada dahi June lisi ay kadeti.
Nezu, Roy, Sean, Cheecham, no halon tain daladu. Masi choner siu, Sean, doing that how doing you know, and in that day maybe in a month or two that you need then see I'd be happy to give you the space again for sure that you see give it a few more meetings. I know Connie Thela just got in, like I said, you know, you can do this monthly or however you want it, you know.
Yeah, every month, you know, or closer. Like I said, you know, then see ga do yonder yung to kon tu ai ga yang to la da tu nan zan ya da hin lao to siu to kon tu, you know, jang tu then ha yes ti ha zang the scene the art scene.
Yeah.
But it's content for your channel and he seen like channel it immerse in scene then. You know,
Yeah.
there but the ha de kon tu tai ha yes ti ha. We
Yeah.
ga no tu NBCU kon tu then ha yes ti ha ni sa.
Mhm.
So you deserve credit, you know, for doing that, sticking with it, you know, and the align now it's an end. So we'll do it, you know, every so often and do it once a month. You know, we'll probably start with that and then social media app and then do that on then it's unseen clear jare, you know, then maybe it's okay. But
Yeah.
people, your listeners can comment or message and say what they want to hear or they want to topics they want talked about too.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Nezu Masi Cho Sean Cheecham another day I'll I'll talk to you in a bit.
merci.
Hey, Salatina Kuyi Roy Sean Cheecham Adilanin Taylor to Clearwater River Dene Nation. Newly elected councillor Eliuk Ani Nohal Hol Nila Dahu Asi. You know, a vaccine boss. I just want to make a couple of comments. I forgot the school boss I was going to ask, but one school, honey, the other day I figured we'll chat about that because then I saw a thread, school that usik and it's a deal. And vaccine, you know, see to Facebook and read it. Just do your research. Nabat ilani then or maybe your health nabat. You know, I know the whole thing. I was there too. Taboni there. Oh, they had a vaccine within so many people, so many months. And see an astheno, I'm pretty healthy. Salia got a boring during Lewy COVID-19 and but doing, you know, she's not, but for myself, yes, I do feel because university mandatory ain't law, and then now work, it's gonna be man. I do feel like I'm being forced, but then I'm like, you know, banan is thorough. I'll just get it over and done with. Hopefully, you know, nothing side effects too, because there's side effects to anything. And you know, I'll get it. I'll just get it over with. That's it. You know, and then banana he though back in the day when I was in active addiction, you know, HIV, Hep C. I didn't even think about all that stuff. I was rolling up bills and putting it up my nose. So if I'm gonna do something to get somewhat back to normal, then I'll do my part. Eya salot in a must-see choner hosun doon and Roy Sean Cheecham for joining us for sure. Doon telig and all barrel leo teu tesu. I don't know. I'm gonna be away for a couple weeks again. So it's going to be slow going, and we'll update you to our next guest. So good night, Masi Cho. Teo Taste.